So we have another story coming in from the Godswill Akpabio International Stadium. Akwa United Football Club of Rio, they played a friendly game against the Heartland Football Club of Owerri. The visitors, they came in very strong, but they were beaten by Akwa United by a goal to nil. A goal scored by the returning Edidiong Ezekiel, who's just returned from to the team from Remo Stars, which he played there last season. So I have with me Abraham Joseph on the show. Abraham, so you were here, you monitored the proceeding, you saw everything that happened right there at the Godswill Akpabio International Stadium training pitch. What do you make of the game?
Well, first of all, I have to say it's nice that Akwa United finally have themselves, a victory in preseason. We've seen
Mm.
some of the couple of games they've played. I think one of them was the 1-1 draw against Bayelsa United. That was in Ujo. They couldn't win that game. They also lost to Imba International and they lost to Abia Warriors here as well. I think that was the seventh season in a row
Mm.
Akwa United have played Abia Warriors in preseason.
Mm.
And they won Crane FC by 3 goals to nil and also thrashed Van Dresa by 4 goals to 1 in Naked.
Mm.
But that was in Naked. You know
Mm.
their home ground is in Uyo. So
Yeah.
finally, the Uyo fans have been given something to talk about heading into the preparations for the season. And also significant is that this game comes 2 hours after we had our very own Super Eagles at the Nest of Champions. So back to back, celebrations for Akwa Might. One thing I really saw in this game was the fact that Coach Fatai Osho now seems to have a plan. He now
Mm.
seems to have a game plan because you saw the first half, relatively unknown names started the games.
Yeah.
If I was struggling to pick out key names for Akwa United, I recognized Ethan Matthew and John Efala. They started the
Yeah.
game. That's fine enough. And Akintunde Bala, of course, he played well, but it's not a regular player. In fact, it's a new player in the squad.
Mm.
So in the second half, you saw the bigger names. In fact, 60% of the names who came in the second half were first team players for Akwa United last season. And you
Mm.
could see the impact they had in the game. Maybe they came into the game 4 minutes after the
The
whistle went.
restart, yeah.
Edidiong Ezekiel scored.
Mm.
So you could see the impact on that game sharply enough. And I love the fact that this might just be something to look forward to in the new season.
Okay, so in the second half as well, we saw the fullbacks inverting
Mm.
into the midfield, likes of David
David Phillip,
Philip.
yeah.
He was inverting into midfield. Do you think this is what we might be seeing, going forward into the new season with Aqua United?
Yeah, one thing in European football is okay. One thing in football is that, especially African football, we clamor to see what we see in Europe.
Yeah.
And in European football, well, let me use Arsenal Football Club. I don't know. I think you're someone who really follows Arsenal.
Yeah, yeah.
And you see what Zinchenko does. You see what
Ben
Ben
White.
White does. Even
Yeah.
Partey when he's playing as a backer, as a wing back. Players like Tierney before he left on loan.
Yeah.
Tomiyasu, Arteta loves his wingers coming to
To
midfield.
invert, yeah.
Something he copied from Pep Guardiola.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
these big managers, they also love doing what all these European managers are doing. And they want to do that in the MPFL. David Philip, for me, I love the fact that he's always there. He's been in the club for about 4 seasons now, and despite the departures, he's always a player that's there. Don't forget James Ajako left.
Yeah.
And there were questions who will now be Akwa United's winning back in that position. Don't forget that David Philip played the entire season when they won the MPFL, and now he's back. So experience all comes to the party, and he did exactly what he knows how to do when it comes to experience in the Nigerian Premier Football League.